of value there.
I haven't heard you ever say that.
Yeah, very.
Because we do great values all the time. Okay. All right. That's coming up. That's coming up. All right. So coming up in just a couple minutes, you can of course start pre-ordering it. But we're going to continue on to the 2025 MS70, which is perfect condition. ANACS, which is the grading company, first release Silver Eagle Privy Mark, and it's only $199.99, which is an amazing already. But I know the Privy Mark was already crazy popular, and then we got to the Eagle that came out. We didn't know what it was going to look like. It looked amazing, and now it's gone bonkers.
Right. Well, you have a Privy Mark is just a mark that's put on a coin by a mint to denote time or place or some sort of an event or a commemoration. In this instance, I'm calling it the America Series. The United States Mint has done 2 coins, and there will only be currently they're only scheduled to have 2 coins in this.
Look at that. Look at that.
So we had the
that's another great shot.
The Star Privy to start with last year, where the star was right there, and then right there's the Eagle. Now it's flying in an open field, and you're going, how do you know that? Well, in a coin, any unstruck area on a coin is called a field.
Okay.
Okay. So it's flying in a field over in God We Trust.
I love that.
On an American Silver Eagle, which is the most popularly collected silver coin in the world. That makes this the most American coin ever.
Yes.
On top of it, it's gorgeous. The United States Mint knocked it out of the park. I thought that when they did the Eagle, it would be horrible.
You actually said that before you saw it. You were very concerned about what the Eagle was going to look like.
I just figured it'd be like the Eagle.
It's going to be difficult.
Eagle on the Franklin $50, which looks like a butterfly. Nobody even realizes it's an eagle. It's horrible.
Okay.
It's horrible. And they've had a history of just doing horrible, almost lazy things. This was none of that. Absolutely spectacular.
Yeah, it looks literally eagle in flight.
Now, here's the issue. I really, really, really need to know how many we have left, because that's what I have left. We have 447 left.
And that's all on Earth?
That's all that I can get right now at this price. Once again, I can always get more.
There it is on the screen, 446.
And that's really, really, really important, because we've sold several thousands of these coins. So they made 500,000 of the Eagle Privies, which overnight makes it the rarest mint state silver eagle that the United States Mint has ever made, okay? So from 1986 to 2025, prior to this, the rarest silver eagle was the 1996 American Silver Eagle, and they made $3.65 million. In this condition, it's worth about $7,000. So now we have the Eagle Privy, which is almost 10 times rarer. So that in and of itself is kind of crazy. Then we finally got our coins, so we're starting to have them graded. They're grading far worse than what we thought they were. Far worse than what we thought. So here's the issue. So we sold our dual cores. We had dual cores that we sold. We had our advanced, we had our first 50,000. We had first day of issue. We had all of that stuff. They made 500,000 coins. Now, this is what I want you to kind of wrap your head around. So the total mintage was 500,000 coins. They did 50,000 coins and released those early. Those in Mint State 70 sell for $700,000, $800,000, $900,000. Of the remaining 450,000 coins, I bought 50,000 coins.
Oh my God.
So between that and those two, that's 20% of all of the coins that were made. These are the last Mint State 70s I have out of a batch of 50,000 coins.
The 400.
These 400, that's it. We've already sold all the others, all at our original issue price. Now, I made a call today, literally on the way to the studio here. And I called the guy, you know, one of the guys that deals specifically in these and in volume of these, and I said, what's the going price for Eagle Privies? Well, now I know the grading percentage. Now I know what they're charging for the Eagle Privy, which is up substantially from its regular issue price, and know for sure if I get a single solitary coin beyond the 400 that I have left, we're going to start at $249. And that's assuming, and I said, so that's the price, how many do you have? He says, well, I don't have any. I think that's the price, but I don't actually have any to sell. And I said, okay, well, you call me? He goes, well, you're 27th on the list. Because everybody wants the Eagle Privies out of sealed boxes, and there's only so many sealed boxes.
How could you be 27th on the list? That's what I don't understand.
He's a real egalitarian guy. It's the order you call. Yeah, and I figured at 50,000, I might have enough.
He lets in the civilians in that list.
And so I figured at 50,000, that might be enough. 10% of all the coins, 1 out of every 10 coins that was ever made. That should be enough. It's not even close to enough.
Oh my
gosh. So what's going to happen, I believe that this coin is is going to become one of the generational collectibles that I've ever been able to sell. Now, the Star Privy was the first Privy Mark on a mint state coin. But the Star Privy was kind of boring. Same mintage, same everything. Of course, Star Privy mint state 70s are like $399. Okay, I'm still $199 at my original issue price. The Star was just a little star right there. I mean, that's the Eagle. And I mean, it's flying, it's just spectacular. Already the price on the Eagle, you know, kind of in a similar situation for the Star, the premiums are 50, 60% higher already.
Well, the details on the Eagle just to have it struck are going to be more than that. And,
absolutely.
You know, and I don't claim to be an expert, but I have been doing these shows for, you know, these 17 years. And I will say that these designations that separate it are the things that make people want to collect it for collectibles. The fact that it's only $199.99 and Mike got 50,000, this graded perfect, which you can't get better than perfect. That's
I didn't grade 50,000 perfect. I graded 50,000 coins.
Oh, no, I know.
I got nowhere near 50,000 perfect coins. We'd be fine if I got 50,000 perfect coins. Okay? If I got 40,000 perfect coins or 30,000 perfect coins, or even 20,000 perfect coins, we'd be fine.
We'll be fine.
But understand, it grades horribly. Now, that was also the problem with the Star Privy. So let's speak to that. Here, we're about to go under 400 of these that I'm going to be able to do at $199.95. We're about to go under in my first release, and then that's it. So here's what happens. The United States Mint makes all of their Silver Eagles at West Point. They've been doing it for decades and decades. They're good at it.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, they decided to make the Privy Mark coins at Philadelphia. Philadelphia is a great mint.
Yep.
They're not good at making Silver Eagles. And it is reflected in how they make the coins.
Yeah.
And the fact that the coins, grade so incredibly poorly. In modern issue coins, you know, coins that have never been touched by human hands, coins that have gone right into tubes.
Right.
I mean, you know, you can expect maybe 50% coins.
That's a good.
That's a good number. 50, even 60%.
I don't know why I thought it'd be way higher. A good number.
No, not at all. Because they, you know, they clink together. You know, they move around in the tubes and all. That's a good number. Well, this is nowhere near that number. We're getting boxes where out of 500 coins, we're getting 50 70s, 10%. That's unheard of in modern issue American Silver Eagles. So what you now have is not only the rarest American Silver Eagle.
394 left.
394, and these are flying out here in multiples at this point.
For sure.
What you have end up, thank you so much. Yeah, it's good. What you have now is not only not enough coins, but now you have in mint state 70 a coin that is incredibly. So I called another guy today who specializes in certified coins.
Oh.
So they're already 70s. He had a bunch of coins and he certifies them and he just sells them to you already 70. Perfect. I don't have to grade them.
How much are those?
Well, if I brought them on the show right here, we would be $299.
Okay, that's $100 more.
$100 more. That was today. And I asked him the same thing. How many coins do you have? He goes, well, I don't have any.
No.
Yeah, I don't have any. They're at the graders. I'm pretty sure. He says, and I can't even actually lock in the price. Because
he doesn't know how many are even going to grade.
He does not know how many he's going to get. And if he starts saying, I have some of the early grading numbers, and if he gets what I'm getting, I'm looking at more like 329 or 340. Now, I generally don't buy 70s from him. We make our own coins.
Right.
Yeah. And by make them, I don't mean actually physically make the coins. When we send them to the grading company and have them put into holders, we call that making coins.
I'm going to get a meme of you saying that, by the way.
I don't make the coins.
No, I know. You mean you have them graded. You'll buy like 50,000 of them and then grade them.
And then they go to the grading companies.
And then they go to the grading companies.
And then they get made into holders.
Right. Okay. You put them in the holder for protection. That's
all it is.
And also for value. There's 381 of these left. And with everyone on the phone, and by the way, coin dealers also watch our show and purchase. And every once in a while, you'll see like 20 of them disappear. And Mike and I know for sure that some of our dealer friends are watching. And this is something that is going to be difficult even for coin dealers to get.
100%. 100%. Well, and that's already showing up in the marketplace. Yeah. So the prices on, you know, so when the stars came out, prices came out on those in 70. All I can say is prices now for the same coins for the Eagle Privies are about 55 to 60% higher. at the same exact time as when they did the Privy. And the Privy, remember, the last Mint-State 70 Privy we sold here was $399.
Oh, yeah.
So when I talk to you about this becoming a generational coin, I couldn't be more serious. So Star Privies in Mint-State 70, I have stashed away 150 coins. I think they're going to be one of the great coins. I think these Privy Mark Silver Eagles are going to be absolutely generational, and I think the most preferred of the two is 100% going to be the Eagle coin that you see right here, the Eagle Privy that you have. The vast majority of people, these were just released last Friday.
Last Friday?
Yeah, last Friday, the official release date. You know, we were working through coins that were first 50,000 and just kind of guessing how many 70s we were going to have, figuring we could buy whatever we needed in the marketplace. Well, we don't have enough. The 375 coins, those are the Mint-State 70 coins I have left. That's it.
That blows my mind how ahead of the game you are.
We have to do, well, we have to do that, you know, and that's what we've done here for years. That's one of the reasons that, you know.
You get these amazing deals.
I've been here for 25 years. And understand, I bought those first 50,000 coins. I got them at the original issue price. See, the United States Mint does not sell these coins directly to the United States public. They are only sold through a special distribution system called the AP system, the authorized purchasers. There's 12. Yeah. We know all of them.
And you're not one of them.
No, I'm not one of them.
Yeah, he's not even one of the 12, America.
No, they're big banks. I mean,
banks,
that sell, that buy, I think you have to buy $100 million a year in silver and gold or something like that to start. They haven't had a new AP in years, in decades maybe. They're very, very difficult. I don't know the United States Mint would even take a brand new AP. And so I deal with all the APs. Some of them are a little bit bigger than the other ones. And so, you know, I was able to lock in my prices. Well, my prices from a premium standpoint, from what I actually paid to be able to charge $199.95 to today, those premium prices are up 60%. Those premium prices are up 60%. So my cost wouldn't actually go up 60%, but it would go up to at least $249, $269, $279, something like that. If they continue to go where I think they're going, we're looking at $299, $349. I mean, $499. I mean, the sky's the limit in terms of what this could do if it really, really, really catches fire. I mean, it's pretty hot right now, but if it catches fire, because there's only 500,000 coins. Understand just the abject rarity of this coin from the outset. Ungraded, uncertified. It's the rarest American silver eagle. The regular issue Mint-State Silver Eagle that the United States Mint has ever made. It all of a sudden starts getting into the pantheon of coins that are like, you know, the reverse proof coins that they made 250,000 coins. Well, those coins are, you know, $3.99, $4.99, $5.99, and without this kind of popularity.
Well, isn't this technically a double eagle?
We call it a double eagle. A double eagle in numismatics is technically a $20 gold coin. Those are called double eagles. Well, I understand. We'll just call it two eagles. Okay. Double eagle is a $20 gold coin. It's been that way for 200 years. We'll keep it that way.
It is two eagles.
It is two eagles.
Because I do say, but it's almost like a big mama eagle and a baby eagle. You know,
we'll call it that.
We'll call it that. It's just really I've never seen anything like it because there's never been anything like it. There's never been. This is right. It's not like they're reissuing and redoing something they've done in the past. This is something that is unprecedented. There's no like, oh, we can go back in history and see, like, no, this is the first time. So that's what's making it so incredible. Perfect condition.
And understand, the first release annex is 100% exclusive to us. I could have charged $229, $249, $299. Still would have sold every one of them.
And honestly, I need my jeweler's loop that I use for jewelry to see that eagle. The fact that this is perfect condition is extraordinary. Multiplied by the Philadelphia Mint.
Yes. By the fact that they're not very good at doing this. And so, I mean, and it's all those little things. See all the folds in the tunic that you have right there. I mean, any one of those isn't fully struck where the line doesn't go all the way through. Not a 70.
Not a 70.
Not a 70.
Not
and so that's what we're having. It's not just being fully struck. That's one of the big issues. But there's a bunch of strike-throughs. Strike-through means that something was left on the die. They're trying to clean it off. Well, it could be a piece of cloth usually because they try to wipe the dies every now and then. And they'll just leave, a piece of the rag behind or something. And all of a sudden, we'll get the whole box of 500 bag with a big label on it that says strike-throughs. And so that's not, it's not an error, it's just a bad coin.
Yeah, just
right, so it's
not
just
really
a strike through.
collectible.
That's it. Now, if the rag stays in the coin, that little piece of rag stays in the coin, that's a big deal.
Oh, it is?
Oh, yeah, that's a big error.
Oh, okay, big error.
Okay, that's a big error.
We've had error coins before.
Yes, we have
that
had
be
error
really
coins
fun.
before.
That could be really fun.
But the fact of the matter is you look at the rarity, the collectability, the desirability, the beauty, the grade, the difficulty of getting that high grade. Like I said, it's conditionally rare.
50,000 down to 324.
Yeah, that's exactly what it comes down to. 50,000 coins. Out of my 50,000 coins, I got 324 coins left. 29 coins left in an absolutely perfect mint state 69. Well, that's how fast it's
going
so
quickly. I'm just like, I mean, again, also Mike and I know that when we see like 20 coins disappear, we know that dealers are watching, because where are you going to get this? This is it. So perfect condition, 300.